They've been warned not to do it, but radical environmentalists are planning to shut down one of the world's busiest airports with toy drones. They say their plans at Heathrow on September the 13th are urgent to try to stop expansion at the airport and halt climate change. And they're prepared to go to jail over it. The Met Police say they'll do everything in their power to stop them. Sam Holder spoke to the activists.
In 2 weeks, these activists will try to bring Heathrow to a standstill, stopping 220,000 passengers flying. A protest against the planned third runway and the threat of climate change.
Well, the first thing to say is that it's going to be 100% safe. This is an example of one of the drones that's going to be flown. It's incredibly light, it's really tiny, and it will be flown at head height, 6 feet off the ground.
Safety rules on drones at airports are strict, as seen at Gatwick last year, where one caused hundreds of flights to be cancelled. On the 13th of September, Heathrow Paws say they will have at least 60, grounding every single flight and stranding passengers.
Their disruption will be a tiny drop in the ocean compared to the upheaval that's coming.
You say it will be a tiny disruption for people, but what about those who are flying for weddings, for funerals, to visit seriously ill family members? This could have a serious impact on them.
I don't think a wedding is an important thing in the face of the absolute devastation of a planet and deaths to come, famine, violence.
There have been protests over the third runway at Heathrow before, including activists blocking one of the main road routes into the airport and others chaining themselves to the north runway. In the end, it's made no difference to the bosses. All it's done is affect ordinary passengers. Isn't the same thing going to happen again?
What we've seen by looking at the evidence from the experts that have studied how you achieve social change is that the elements that you need are that it has to be non-violent, which this action completely is. It has to be disruptive, and it has to have an element of sacrifice.
The three say they will almost certainly go to prison, and the police have warned there are long jail sentences for flying drones in an airport's restricted zone. But Heathrow Paws say this will be the first of many disruptions. Sam Holder, ITV News.